Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
About how we can better ourselves and further ourselves, further your mind, you know what I'm saying?
I don't wear my shorts on the last one.
Let's be clear, this is
I don't be no love when the bed don't sleep.
invasion.
Deep, big pressure, feelings in the middle of the street. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the hoes was at. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the bros was at. 3:30 in the morning, scroll through the call up. Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off. I love when you count me out. 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 My name is in your mouth.
Alright, might be about you. Next run, right, might be about you.
Conductor. Welcome to the new gold era. Yo. This that purple tape mix with Cody vibes. Hey yo. Imagine getting murdered with the case in the Sub Village. It sure is. Yeah. DJ Drama. Hey yo, I'ma take it back to the ski mask Chanel. So yo, with my mouth, I can never fail. I can be through you, I can tell you a tale. You ain't never ate rules, Chris in a cell. Everything grab, you moving at a pace of a snail. Supreme clientele, cause my cocaine pal is rap doing alright. My dope house well with Egypt, reading Portland's Cutter doing well on a mountain. R&B bitches on my bandwagon. Boxes cost 500, I got my pants sacking. If we had to drive 50 miles, we was head cracking. Back when I popped the Infinite, I had the less wagon. True story, I could get anything done. Runway, Gucci, jeans, shoe, hair in the bar, Santorini, black sand, dick sucks in the sun. The top 3 and not 3 and 2, but I'm the Vanetta love. See me, I'm the model type. Balenciaga torty with the piranha bites. Ace rolls on ice. Hit you broad day, fuck you in the pole lights. Nigga, I'm dose nice. Returning the boom back with 2 million on the wrist. DJ Drama. Yo, Tom Brown sailing, surrounded by Trump paraphernalia. I dare you to step to the guard, you be a failure. Peace to all my niggas live from the east. Fire call, gangsters, boy. Got a fresh 15 who throwing aces. I'm stepping on your shit, chrome automatic. And don't forget to switch, hold up. That's been black on your niggas. Hey yo, ain't nobody fresher, that's word to my high man. Brains everywhere on the wall, go get some comment. Back to back, going Perry on about the vomit. Hanging out the hard van, ghost with the chopstick. Everything I see you niggas, yeah, I never rocked it. But the little Vans burn a hole through your pocket. I see them all. time for what you talk about. Put the 40 in your jaw, I'm a maniac. Couple million on the floor, ain't nobody fucking with the Fendi overall. Pumped on the bag leg, yeah, I miss to show it off. Yeah, I miss to run up on you broad, damn blow it off. Yeah, I miss to send a dummy pack through the thorn mall.
Shootouts every day. Niggas don't dance no more. All they do is this.
Super fly guy.
Shootouts every day. Niggas don't dance no more. All they do is this.
Super fly guy.
There's more, because you are going to see it as well.
Yes, it.
Yes, it. Yes, namely, the Max Syndrome story. There's more, because you are going to see it as well.
Yes, it.
Yes, it. Yes, namely, the Max Syndrome story.
There is no nobility in poverty. I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man. There is no nobility in poverty. I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man.
Yeah, you know the place.
You are listening to Shade 45.
Shade 45.
Hey yo, what's hell on earth down here? The pavement scorching. It's more rock when the mall walks it. Shit get hot like an ill pot of grit spilled on you. Spit fire with nines but never squealed on you. I understood you should try to take my life. If I was you, I would too, damn right. If I had drama with a nigga like such as myself, I couldn't even sleep at night until I made things right. Pull out guns, exchange and fight. Be the first to let off mines, ignite the pipes, and never let the daylight deceive. During the sun's hours, niggas do bleed. Aim for the waist, and something on the top get shot. Niggas can't shoot, never made a thing drop. Keep creaming the crop, fish out the box, shit filled to the top. Smell the barrel when this boat locked, nigga. Have you ever lost a loved one, or never understood love till you lost one? Where your heart at? I left mine behind with my dearly departed. Where your heart at? Strength missing, to take losses is the hardest. The ones that overcome be the calmest. Strive regardless. Where your heart at? Brave hearted. Now let's find out where niggas' hearts at.
And it's just so sad because, you know, we just had so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Lil Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Deion Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. D. Ray Davis. Oh, the resume's too long for me to even stay in this conversation.
Tamara Hall is a bad.
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, they're gonna be, get your monkey ass out my face. It's the difference. You know what
I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone.
Fuck what you think, bitch.
to say these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
News for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror. Because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who some of ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
Upside, downside, inside and outside.
Word to SD Neck, my niggas playing all mad ball. You niggas ain't fucking with my catalog. In 5 months I done shit that you can't achieve. Right. Niggas sounding like me, but I ain't mad at y'all. Nah, I'm playing chess, you niggas playing basketball. I guess I'm the illest nigga after all. While you was in class working hard on your math, I was selling raw cocaine out the bathroom stall. I made it to the top and I ain't never fall. Never. Like a coach, I can show you how to ball. 30 on my hip, quick draw McGraw. Leave you wet like a side of coleslaw. I'm not the type of cat you can't approach, dog. I'll claw your eyes out with the jigsaw. My pieces hitting hard like a jigsaw. I keep 60 on me like Chris Shaw. I'm getting money now. It was 1,000 for a show, I'm charging 20 now. Facts. My lifestyle looking sunny now. They like, damn, Ice rapping like he hungry now. Rapping like I'm hungry. I had to get in my zone. Labels blowing me up. I had to cut off my phone. They keep calling. They just won't leave me alone. I'm not signing the deal till all my niggas get on. Fuck it, I'm about to start my own imprint. I'm back on my bulletproof pen shit. This ain't the game, nigga. But if it was, Ice World about to win shit. We going for the gold like the Olympics. Ask around, I'm that nigga in the trenches. Ask about me. All my grips got extensions. All my niggas about business. I just sent the goons the hit list. Stay in the house cause they about to clip shit. I'm grinding hard on my clip shit. I'm like for real with the drum sounds. I'm in love with the gun sounds. I used to care, but I don't give a fuck now. The shotgun pump rounds, you better duck clowns. I'm scoring nothing but touchdowns, cause I don't fuck around. I treat your baby mama like a bust down. I'm like Kobe in the clutch now, pussy. Yeah, whew. Light work, volume 1. Shit. I'm in my element. Niggas ain't fucking with me, man.
Fine decorations. But the white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. Then they found this ignorant colored soldier. Paid him to tie a tail to his ass and run around half naked making monkey sounds. They put him on a big round table in the Cafe Napoleon. Put a reed in his hand, crown on his head, blanket on his shoulders, and made him eat bananas in front of all them Frenchies. Oh, the white boys danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And when we slit his throat, you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong.
Country shot.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on his kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers. And I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.
The pupils burn from the gaze of the sunlight. Trying to go legit this time with no gunfight. Straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving in crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't sew his wrist back on. It's in the Coliseum. The monster's out, straight down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the Chinaware. Speaking through Tesla phones. Tucked behind the ear, Snow White Royce. Guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding, rock wallers, mad nines in there. Hitters with gold fronts frontin', was the concierge. 50 years of hip hop, New York is the mascot. City is the backdrop. One more, you can holler at me. You can holler at me.
That I gotta be the best of them all. That just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at, the greatest, the best looking man, the best dressed man. Long limousines, jet airplanes, custom made clothes, and any woman in the world I want. Just like that. You know what? Let's face it. If you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself. So gear up, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Who you're looking at, the man.
The almighty, the legendary West Side.
Hollow be thy name. Are you really ready?
Fly God himself.
You're looking at the man.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it. Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
You're now rocking with the hottest DJ. With the hottest DJ. Dropping banger after banger. Bring it on now! This is your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Yes. Spinning on the ones and twos.
Check it out.
The dopest beats are ready. Testing speakers. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's go. This is the hottest DJ in the city. In the city. Live in the mix. It's the one. It's the one and only. You are now rocking with the doctor of all mixes. Make some noise for Mixing Genius will hit the floor in 3, 2, 1. This is party people. Party.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Show will begin now.
Yo. What up? We in the building. Saul, let me get a sound check. Tito, let me get a sound check.
Yeah, what up?
What up, man? All right, everybody sound good, man. What's up, everybody? Let me shout out the chat. I see y'all in here early, and the Cloud Watchers in full effect. Chaos Rain was in here early. I see you, Chaos. Gail at Night, what up with you? Mark Harris, your first time here. appreciate you dropping by, homie. I'm Red Lion in the building, of course, International Quiet Storm, No News Podcast. I think he was the first one up here in the chat. Who else we got? Stefan in the building. Then we see, Outspoken Introvert in the building. Who else we got? Gail, Kwame Kaiju, of course, Kwame in the building. Ton of Cloud Watchers. Did I get everybody? Chaos, Stefan, Mark. All right, bet.
What's up? What up, Broken Blade? What's happening?
You see
You got
Blade in
Music
here? You
Man.
just popped up here. Music
Yeah.
Man in the building. Okay, Broken Blade. Okay, I see you, Playboy.
Red Lion. Yeah, they in here.
Yeah, they in here. All right. Thanks everybody for showing up on a Sunday on the late night third shift. You know how we doing it. We started a little late, so we ain't even gonna hold y'all up or get with no bullshit. Let's get right into it. Opening statements, gentlemen. Mr. O in the building. I see you, Playboy. Saul, what you got? Opening statement for you. Take your time, man.
Here's my opening statement, man. It's been a hell of a week for me, and I'm just gonna say this much, man. For the men that's in your lives, whether it's your father, your uncle, your brother, your nephew, your son, make sure you cherish the moments with them, man. Make sure that those memories are something that are meaningful. Make sure that whatever grudges, negativity, whatever issues you may have, you patch them up, man, because we ain't here forever, and so on that note, I think that you all will get the picture, but if you all could do me a favor, man, ain't we got to be a special day, ain't we got to be a holiday, man. It could just be a brother day, man. Go out to play some ball with the fam, go out to have dinner with your uncle, barbecue with your dad, do something, man. And that's where I land my plane, man. Cheesemo? Mike?
Yeah, he dropped off.
Okay, cool. So, all right, let me go ahead and pass the mic to you, Tito, for your opening statement, man.
Hey, now I had warned y'all about what would happen if these leftists didn't get their way. And now they hawking people down in Teslas. They shooting at people's cars. They going after people for what type of shirt or what type of hat they got on. I told y'all. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, we've been seeing an uptick in activity as far as, a lot of what's been going on with them, with their violence and stuff like that, setting cars on fire, and all kind of weirdo stuff. You know what I mean? So, it's being really obvious as far as their coordinated efforts to, undermine, brainwash, and divide. They know exactly what they're doing,
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Saul, thanks for taking over stream. I was freezing up on the nigga on the back. It just gave me back control. It's about to be one of them nights. All right, bet. I seen this right here. Mark Harris says, I lost my older brother in January. R.I.P., big bro. All right, as people have felt that right there. All right, man, let's get into it, man. We got a good show lined up for you. I'm actually want to start off with a clip Saul sent me. Cause I want to double down on what we've been presenting, like little stuff from the media since the election, showing how much the tide then turned in our direction with regard to our frame of mind with politics and the manosphere talking points in general. This is Eddie Griffin. Clip from Eddie Griffin. We pulled this off Facebook, and I always say, like, once you got the comedians on your side, it's a whole nother ball game. We all know D.L. Hughley is the paid Democratic shill. I don't know what they got on this for, and he's a comedian. But Eddie Griffin is like the real deal. And I'm going to play this, and he's spot on. And you'll see that a lot of our talking points get echoed. And this is more so for doubling down on the point that we're making, that the shit we've been talking down here since 2017 and even before is become mainstream now.
Why would he steal? He the richest man on earth. He gonna steal your tax dollars? Get the fuck out of here. You know how stupid y'all motherfuckers sound? Elion steals. Y'all steal. Your bank account don't match what we pay you as a government official. Why is that? You only getting paid $270,000 a goddamn year, and your bank account is in the millions? How is that, Nancy Pelosi? How the fuck you worth $290 motherfucking million? Is it called insider trading? Because you know the deal was going down before it went down because you had to sign the shit into law? Is that how it's played? How the fuck y'all call yourself human? How the fuck you couldn't stand up and applaud for a 13-year-old kid who's fighting cancer to this day, still whooping cancer's ass, and Trump made him an honorary Secret Service because that's the boy's dream. But y'all couldn't even stand up for that because y'all some straight up told mother. Fuck you all. I wasn't born with a jack stamped on my motherfucking head. I voted Republican, and I think I did the right goddamn thing. I know I did the right goddamn thing. And y'all probably trick some more niggas thinking that you have to vote Democrat if you're black. We not a monolith, motherfucker. I think for my motherfucking self, and I'm sure there's other black people in the United States of America that think for their motherfucking selves. You can pay all the motherfucking so-called black leaders to try to whip us into shape and keep voting for you Democrat motherfuckers and ain't doing a goddamn thing for the black community. Now, DJ, I'll stand, because they did.
Didn't he hit every motherfucking talking point? And I think that's the first time I actually heard him say out loud that he voted Republican. What say you, Saul? You sent me that one.
Man, I only seen a part of the clip, but goddamn, Eddie
it froze up on my end too.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna replay it then. Hold on, fuck it.
Why would he steal? He the richest man on earth. He gonna steal your tax dollars? Get the fuck out of here. You know how stupid y'all motherfuckers sound? Elion steals. Y'all steal. Your bank account don't match what we pay you as a government official. Why is that? You only getting paid $270,000 a goddamn year, and your bank account is in the millions? How is that, Nancy Pelosi? How the you worth $290 motherfucking million? Is it called insider trading? Because you know the deal was going down before it went down because you had to sign the shit into law? Is that how it's played? How the fuck y'all call yourself human? How the fuck you couldn't stand up and applaud for a 13-year-old kid who's fighting cancer to this day, still whooping cancer's ass, and Trump made him an honorary Secret Service because that's the boy's dream. But y'all couldn't even stand up for that because y'all some straight up told mother. Fuck you all. I wasn't born with a jack stamped on my motherfucking head. I voted Republican, and I think I did the right goddamn thing. I know I did the right goddamn thing. And y'all probably trick some more niggas thinking that you have to vote Democrat if you're black. We not a monolith, motherfucker. I think for my motherfucking self, and I'm sure there's other black people in the United States of America that think for their motherfucking selves. You can pay all the motherfucking so-called black leaders to try to whip us into shape and keep voting for you Democrat motherfuckers and ain't doing a goddamn thing for the black community. Now, DJ, I'll stand, because they did.
Yeah, did you hear it on your end?
No, I pretty much know what he said though.
Saul, did you hear it?
I mean, I had said the same thing. Like he started PayPal. He had access to a lot of motherfuckers' personal information, and nothing happened.
Oh, saw it and dropped off. Here. Okay, so all right, so everybody in the audience can hear it. They can't. It's StreamYard. Y'all couldn't hear it backstage.
No, I couldn't hear it.
StreamYard fucking with us tonight, huh? Hold on, I got something for them now. Hold on for a second. Let me do this desktop. I had it as a jump clip. Let me play it this way. All right, everybody in the audience can hear it. Y'all can't hear it on the back end. Let's try it this way.
man on earth, he gonna steal your tax dollars?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hit. Not now.
No, I paused it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
All right. All right. That's StreamYard fucking with us. All right.
Get the fuck out of here. You know how stupid y'all motherfuckers sound? Elion steals. Y'all steal. Your bank account don't match what we pay you.
Saul, you back?
Yeah, I had some tech issues.
No, it's cool here. I pulled it in through the back. The audience could hear it. Y'all couldn't hear it backstage. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this one.
He gonna steal your tax dollars? Get the fuck out of here. You know how stupid y'all motherfuckers sound? Elion steals. Y'all steal. Your bank account don't match what we pay you as a government official. Why is that? You only getting paid $270,000 a goddamn year, and your bank account is in the millions? How is that, Nancy Pelosi? How the fuck you worth $290 million? Is it called insider trading? Because you know the deal was going down before it went down because you had to sign the shit into law. Is that how it's played? How the fuck y'all call yourself human? How the fuck you couldn't stand up and applaud for a 13-year-old kid who's fighting cancer to this day, still whooping cancer's ass, and Trump made him an honorary Secret Service because that's the boy's dream. But y'all couldn't even stand up for that because y'all some straight up told mother. Fuck you all. I wasn't born with a jack stamped on my motherfucking head. I voted Republican, and I think I did the right goddamn thing. I know I did the right goddamn thing. And y'all probably trick some more niggas thinking that you have to vote Democrat if you're black. We not a monolith, motherfucker. I think for my motherfucking self, and I'm sure there's other black people in the United States of America that think for their motherfucking selves. You can pay all the motherfucking so-called black leaders to try to whip us into shape and keep voting for you Democrat motherfuckers and ain't doing a goddamn thing for the black community. Now, DJ, I'll stand, because they did.
All right, did y'all hear it that time?
Yeah,
we heard it that time, yeah.
All right, bet. Yeah, Saul, this is your clip. You want to take it?
Yeah. So here's the thing about that particular clip, man. I picked that one because it's a good measure and indicator to show you how much of an influence that this space have had on people. You know, the word is getting out. People are talking barbershops. They talking while they playing NBA 2K. They talking on the basketball courts. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's almost like Eddie Griffin channeled all of what the fuck we've been trying to, push out there for the last, 4 to 5 or even more years, as far as, realignment. Because only thing Democratic Party has got for us is nothing but gay shit, benefits for the immigrants, and population control vis-a-vis abortions or whatever the fuck is going on. So, I'm happy that Eddie is actually pressing the line on our behalf, because more and more, celebrities and other people are starting to step up as far as, our points of view. People are tired of that bullshit that's been out there, man. I think everybody instinctively felt something was wrong and couldn't articulate or point out what the fuck it is. And I'm glad that Eddie picked up what the fuck he was trying. I'll land my plane there.
Well played. Tito, I know you said you got the gist of it last time. I was able to play all the way through. Okay.
The only reason that this is like news is because the Democratic majority has gotten complacent and has gotten used to having a fresh crop of brainwashed Negroes that come out of 8th grade and come out of high school and come out of college every year. That's the only reason that this is news. I mean, if the school system and the media wasn't what it was and people could really apply critical thinking, it might not even be a Democratic Party anymore, to be honest. Because if you really look at their actions, they're the world's oldest terrorist organization and they still at it.
Which is a nice segue into our next segment, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to piggyback on what you said with that. If you actually really do the math, all of the real political violence and stuff in terms of political parties since it has been the Democratic Party, not really the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? When things actually don't go their way, they start knocking people off. And that's all the way from Lincoln to now.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, that's actually a good segue into the next segment. And it's spot on when I asked you the cover for the, before all this Tesla, all these incidents with Tesla. You had said this like 3, 4 shows prior to this on Sunday. It was like right after we were doing the post-election stuff, and we were doing the debrief, and you were saying like, "Yo, stuff's going too well in our direction with Trump and the agenda, and he's moving so fast." He was like, you was like, "Yo, they expect some sort of violence and for the left and the Democrats to fund stuff and push back." So I put this montage of the Tesla bombings and what together. But I think there's a hidden hand under that too, because you know, a lot of what's going on with this is all these protests and all of these, they're all coordinated. They're pushing someone's basically, the big money's basically like, you know, whoever these the same globalists that, you know, let loose the beer bug on everybody when things
they ain't spent all that USA money that fast.
Yeah. So now they're trying to short Teslas, like all this with the cars and one thing, but somebody right now is getting rich on the stock market shorting Tesla stock. And I'm talking about hundreds of $1 million type short.
It's not just that; it's the end game of this. But go ahead, I'll talk about that later. What the end game of this is.
Facts. All right, so I'm gonna play this montage, and we're gonna get after it.
Multiple cars were set on fire at a Tesla service center in Las Vegas Tuesday morning in what authorities described as a targeted attack. And the person responsible is still at large. A vehicle fire was first reported around 1:45 a.m. at the Tesla Collision Center in the 6000 block of Bajira Avenue, near Jones Boulevard and the 215 Beltway. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police said in an email, multiple Tesla vehicles, dealerships and charging stations have been vandalized in recent weeks around the nation, including in Oregon and Washington State. Protests have been staged at Tesla dealerships as well in response to the company's CEO Elon Musk and his work with President Donald Trump.
You set a car on fire, you should go to jail. You're a criminal. I don't think we have to talk about it in any other context. And all those cars have cameras in them, and those dealerships have cameras. You're beyond being stupid when you do that. You're going to go to jail, and you now have a government that just got their mandate. They can't wait to find idiots that do this. You're going to spend 5 to 20 years in prison. If they get them on terrorism, which I think is a stretch, they will have no parole, no shortened sentence. They'll rot in hell in prison for 20 years. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. Breaking in, shooting a car, setting on fire, nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with Tesla. You are a criminal, and you should go
what about the broader
to
question
jail.
about the protest factor? I mean, you heard
What
Tim Walz.
protest? You're a criminal.
I'm talking about Tim Walz and his comments about the Tesla stock. He says it gives him a boost to see that stock going down.
That poor guy didn't check his portfolio and his own pension plan for state. It's beyond stupid what he did. He's talking down a 3.5% weighting in his own pension plan. I mean, what's the matter with that guy? He doesn't check the well-being of his own constituents in the state.
I mean,
that's their investment fund.
point,
What a bozo.
Look, Tim Walz is a complete moron to me. I have to be very honest, and I'm not surprised why the American people did not choose him.
In Vegas, I've seen this happen all over the country. Bullets are being fired, charging stations are put ablaze, Teslas are being put ablaze. You have experienced assassination, threats of assassination for you and your family. What have you done that warrants this? Because I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there is this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just, smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So I think we just have a deranged... there's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
He said this morning 20 years in jail, and then maybe they'll go to one of these prisons in El Salvador. Do you think with the way that the judges have been issuing injunctions, it would be easier or harder to send these Tesla domestic terrorists to a jail in El Salvador than these MS-13 or Tren de Aragua guys?
Well, I view these people as terrorists just like others. When I looked at those showrooms burning and those cars, not one or two, like 7, 8, 10 burning, exploding all over the place. These are terrorists. You didn't have that on January 6th, I can tell you. You didn't have anything like that on January 6th, which is sort of amazing, because on January 6th, the Democrats were talking. Nobody was killed other than a very beautiful young woman, Ashley Babbitt. Nobody was killed. And you look at what's going on now with these terrorists. These are terrorists, and that's an organized event. Take a look at their signs. Take a look. They're all made by the same sign company. A nice, expensive job. Now, these are the people that finance it are, in my opinion, in just as big a trouble as the people that are setting the match and setting the fires. So we'll see. It's under very serious investigation by the FBI and by the Justice Department. These people are terrorists.
All right, bet. I know that was a long montage, but this has been going on for several weeks, and I had to get all of the key points that I liked so we can have a good convo on this. Real quick, before we do the round robin, Gail's about to get out of here. That's our first super chat of the night. $5 super chat. Gail says, toward tonight's goal, I'm running the Machismo TV channel picks playlist now. Thank you, Gail, and I'm gonna actually drop the playlist in the chat too, guys. If you guys could play our playlist, man, and help get our long form content into the algorithm, that would be great. She said have a great show. Good night, guys. And I got a separate drop for Gail because she's a female.
Yo, kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, yo, kids. They need to know I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck.
And now that I think about that drop probably ain't no better. And shout out to Detroit 313 with the $10 super chat. He said, man of cheeseburger said black man. Third party FBA said they are dumb box of rocks for not voting Democratic plantation because black farmers are getting redlining for particular reasons. That's actually facts right there. And bang.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. Fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. Fuck all you hoes.
All right, bet. Let's get to it. Tito, you wanted to cover this, so let's start with you. What's there? And there's multiple points covered in the montage. The one thing in particular for me, I wanted to make sure I put it in there. Tim Walz came out and was laughing about the stock being down and being shorted. And this idiot doesn't realize that his state's entire fucking pension fund, more than 20% of their portfolio is Tesla stock. But what say you, sir?
This should just demonstrate above all else that the Democrats are a leftist, anti-American, terrorist organization like they always have been. Now, I'm no fan of electric cars either. I don't like the idea of electric cars. I think it's a step backwards. I think that Tesla should also look into making hybrids, but that's just my opinion. But never would I sit here and root for the downfall of an American car company. I'm not a fan of Chrysler products either. Never owned one, but I don't want to see Chrysler go out of business, because those are a lot of American people's jobs and livelihoods at stake. And even further than that, that's a lot of production capacity lost in case of war. But that just outlines the fact that this, once again, is a very anti-American and terrorist organization. And you know what? I think that rank and file Americans need to stop fucking around and just sitting here watching this shit every fucking day and doing the fucking Martin Van Buren two-step right into another goddamn a second civil war. Because that's what you headed towards. And they go do the same fucking shit that they was doing back in 1858 with bloody Kansas and in 1860 with Fort Sumter, and you go sit right there and fucking watch it on TV until they burn your shit down. People, when they catch these people, either they should call somebody or they should kill them they goddamn self, because this is the country at stake. If you like getting up every day to run on water, if you like getting up every day having heat in your house, if you like getting up every day being able to go to the store and go to work, you have to get rid of these motherfuckers or dissuade them from doing what they're doing, dissuade them from doing the same thing that they've been doing since 1829. People have to wake up to the reality that the Democratic Party's vision for America is as a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant ethno state. And even though they come with this bullshit ass progressive mask, when you look at the root of their fucking party, when you look at the root of their fucking party, is still their form of control. What happens? This is supposed to be the party of progress, but then when they have one single so-called person of color that don't agree with them, they automatically insult them. They automatically pretend like there's something wrong with their mental faculties, or somehow verbally try to deny them a self-agency. And when that doesn't work, they try to swat them. They try to dox them. And when that doesn't work, then they try to kill their ass, because they feel like they own your ass, just like they did back in the 1840s.
I think you're spot on with that. And to Trump's point about, that's a strategic thing, labeling it domestic terrorism, having Pam Bondi spearhead that, because he's already saying that they're going to send them to El Salvador. And then the other thing is, Trump's really good at what do you call it, like telegraphing like some of his punches when he wants to. So that's why he's saying is like, basically saying, we're aware that this is being funded, that this is coordinated, because this has happened simultaneously. Like all of a sudden, everybody's like mad at Teslas and they're burning down Teslas like out of nowhere. Simultaneously, and all these things, and on top of that, like, bro, like, we know how they enact, bro. It is not an easy job, like setting friggin' cars on fire and dealerships and shooting, like, you know what I'm saying? Where are they getting all this stuff from? It's financed.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, the fucking environment was so goddamn important that they wanted to ban all gas cars. Now they burning up Teslas.
Oh, and bear in mind also, Tesla is an American like manufacturer. He's got all American workers, and Tesla's made in the United States. Tito?
Yeah.
No, I stepped on your time.
A couple of years ago, the goddamn environment was so important, and they wanted to make gas cars illegal. What happened to all of that shit?
No, that's a whole fact, though. So, you want a piece of this?
Yeah. My take on that is,
Yo, you sound far away, bro.
You hear me now?
Hello? Oh, it's a little bit better.
All right. So my take on it is this: is that like, at a certain point, stuff is like coming to a hell as far as all these, people being funded, and it's good that people are following the money to actually not just get the ant, but also get the nest. I think that people have just been slapping people on the wrist, and I think that Trump is doing what he can do to extend all the sort of counteroffensive, even to the economy, where they're brainwashing people and empowering people to do the stuff they do.
Yeah, you're Borgen, Saul.
Oh man, hear me now? Mic check.
Yeah, you still Borgen a little bit.
Give me a second. Mic check.
Hello?
Mic check. You hear me?
Oh, that's way better. That's way better.
Okay. So, long story short, I'm glad that Trump is doing what he needs to do to get to the source of it, because just this week he slapped Columbia University with $400 million and stuff to either get they act right, or you gonna pull that federal funding. And so, just the sort of genesis of this sort of thinking, where people feel entitled and feel like they could just go with reckless abandonment, indoctrinate people, and use violence to intimidate, especially when they don't get what they want. Car's wheels is breaking down. You hear me?
You cut off for a minute.
Oh man. Let me defer, man. I'm having some technical issues.
All right, bet. Tito, you want to wrap up this Tesla segment? Because this is the biggest one we've seen so far. There were other domestic terrorism incidents, but they've decided to no news podcast. He said, I smell Act Blue, or something else that they've redirected their finances to. And George Soros is behind all this, because this is his MO. Cause chaos in short companies as well as countries. But yeah, you wanna wrap this segment or on this with regard to this, and then any pretty much upcoming staged violence.
Yeah. You know what? I almost want to go out and get a girlfriend with a Tesla after I seen how they chased that lady in her Tesla the other day, just so I can have an excuse to duct tape me a motherfucker. but you know what though? What this is aimed at, see, this is aimed at the midterms in 2028. What they are trying to do is they are trying to maybe start a situation where Tesla is forced to go into receivership, and then Elon Musk owns a bunch of businesses, and they hoping that maybe this could like induce something like him selling some of his controlling interest in Twitter, or selling it all together, take Twitter back. That's what this is about Twitter. That's a lot of ground for them to try to gain back. That's what this is aimed at. Now future political violence, you probably go see them. They already starting to do like crazy shit to people with pickup trucks, people with full-size pickup trucks. For some reason, they are just assuming that people with full-size pickup trucks are Republicans. And you got all type of Ring doorbell videos of people coming to like deliver DoorDash or whatever, and they walk up the person's driveway, the side of their house, and they see that they got a full-size pickup, and then they like scratching up with a key, or punching the headlights out with a key or something. So it's gonna start with these property damage crimes, but eventually it's go get worse and come to more shit. But like I said, this time rank and file people Don't just sit there like in the first Civil War. Don't just sit there like the Quakers. The Quakers was awfully nice for having the Underground Railroad, but a lot of Americans sat on their hands as this shit started the last time.
No, I agree wholeheartedly with this.
And wait a minute. You know what the irony of this is? I could actually foresee a future where they turn Elon Musk and Tesla into a sympathetic figure, and then Trump giving him a bailout just like they did Chrysler and GM.
Bro, yo, you hit it right on the head. I was about to say that, and especially here, if you can see the play on Twitter, because that's the thorn in the side of the mainstream media propaganda arm. Like, that's really Twitter, among other things on social media, but that's really what's killing them. Trump's got his own Truth Social, but I think you're spot on. Like, that's the sideways play with the financing, and yeah, I can actually see Trump doing that with the bailout or some sort of subsidy for Tesla, especially with it being an American company.
And wait a minute, what if a condition of the bailout? What if a condition of the bailout was to make hybrids?
Facts. I think this is the first time that we've seen in our modern government and modern politics to a president and then him, 2 billionaires in there, and then highly intelligent, highly capable, and aggressive individuals who have a vendetta, a bone to pick, and are not under the control of anyone. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen anything like this, and who have a populist agenda. You know what I'm saying? So every day is going to be popcorn, and especially the way that they're pushing back at these guys. I don't think we had the beer bug first time. They basically shut down the world to stop Trump. This time go around, I think he's got more bullets in the gun, and I think they're going so hard before the midterms. Is like, we see the stuff that's on the news. I don't think we see everything that's in the background. They're really tracking people down, wrapping things up, and I think he's really trying to gut this thing. Cross your fingers. I will say that. Let's knock these two. Let me see. What's Irvin said? Irvin said, I don't see a bailout, but a takeover. Not sure which one is going to get eaten, though. Facts. Let's knock these two super chats out of the way, and we're going to jump into the next segment, which is the Democrats' horrible polling and approval numbers, which is a good thing for us. Lord Lovesmith with the $9.99 super chat. He said, it's a beautiful Sunday night, and I'm enjoying my favorite show. Thank you, sir. What more could a black man ask for? Hey, you spot on with that one, homie. I can't even disagree with you.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
And $5 super chat from Mr. Detroit 313. Thank you, sir. He says, Glenn Jacobs from Mayor, Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, yeah, Kane. Yo, spot on. I was actually going to say something about that. You spot on. Glenn Jacobs, the mayor from Knoxville, Tennessee. Kane from the WWE wants to challenge Tim Walz into a match. A boxing match, because Tim was talking tough. LOL. Let me give you a drop before I piggyback on that one. Hold on.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too.
shout out to Detroit. Yeah, because that straight slipped my mind. I wanted to mention that. So, Waltz was on, what's his face? Gavin Newsom's podcast. And, he's trying to rebrand himself as Macho since he was getting clowned as Tampon Tim and all that, right? So he was, talking real tough Tony shit, right? And he was like, how he could, and I think I could kick their asses of all these Republican dudes. Now, I know this guy, Mayor Glenn Jacobs, Mayor of Knoxville. He be on Greg Gutfield as a guest sometime, but I didn't know he was Kane from the WWE. So he responded to Tim Walz and was like, "Okay, let's have a charity match. You against me." That's it. So that shit's man. Like all the news coverage on it now is of him in his Kane mask and and like him in a wrestling ring for WWE. So that's everything's backfired on the Democrats. Waltz gets out there and talks shit and then gets challenged to a fucking fight by Kane from the WWE. You can't make that shit up. So you had wanted to say something about that?
Replay it again.
No. I was reading Detroit 313's super chat. He's talking about
I think they should go on ahead and get it off their chest as men.
Waltz is bitching out and backing out of that shit for talking shit. He wasn't expected to get called out by Kane from the WWE. I didn't even know that Kane from the WWE ended up being a fucking mayor in Tennessee.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because I've seen him like numerous times on Greg Gutfield. I didn't know that was fucking Kane. That's crazy.
Mask on.
Yeah.
With music and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kane and Undertaker, those was my dudes. All right, bet. We're going to segue into the Democrat.
Musk, what would you say?
Okay, hold on. Let me play this chick Crockett. She's nonstop laughs for me. But hold on, I'm gonna play this jump clip first. So it's bad. If you're a Democrat, it's bad for you when you got Jon Stewart, who is your bastion liberal agent, clowning you for your poll numbers and your approval rating. So I'm gonna play this jump clip real first before I play the montage.
You're at 27%. You've got to get Trump to lose 8 points of popularity just for you to get to the point where you're 13 points below him. Your approval is only 7 points above, where it turns red and goes into low power mode. All right, here we go. This is not. I'm going to do this. This is 48% approval. This is them. This is you. This is you. 27%. This is them. Oh, I see. They're much higher. Yes, they're much higher.
Yeah, that's bad when you got Jon Stewart clowning you, bro. Oh, Mr. O stupid. Although I can't. He said there's something wrong with me, but I'll F both Jasmine Crockett and AOC. Me too. Me too. What you would call it? All right, so let's play this. I put this montage of Democratic's poor approval rating. Let's go.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Fuck off.
That's it.
So I'm looking at it, and America know they're crazy. Democrats got the lowest approval rating that has ever been measured since the people have been taking measurements of approval ratings of the Republican and Democrat Party. It's at 31%. They started taking the ratings back in 1992, and it was above that then. Lowest ever, 31%. And them suckers ain't learning a thing. You know why? Pay attention to this now. Give you some inside baseball. The people that run the Democratic Party and give the money to the Democratic Party are all a bunch of trust fund babies, and they're all a bunch of perverts.
Spare all I have to say, Democrats, call your office. You know, we're March Madness times. Terrible, 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 to quote the great Charles. leaders in Congress are simply put not doing so, and that is why their approval rating for congressional Democrats is at an all-time low, even among Democrats with more disapproving than approving.
Yeah, it seems that the Senate Democrats, some of them are banking on the idea that there is still a political middle, as it were. We will see. We will see.
We will see if there's a political middle, but at this point, count me skeptical that that is at least what the Democratic base wants at this point. It's going to be very interesting, John, to see moving forward whether or not there are any repercussions come 2026, because I bet there may be some coming.
Harry, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Sarah?
I feel like the most shocking part of that was how you dipped down and you were able to get back up without hearing any creaking or cracking. Nice to be young, isn't it, Harry?
It is very nice to be young. A good vacation goes a long way.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Our new NBC News poll, as you just saw, shows the Democratic Party at an all-time low approval rating. Why do you think Democrats are failing to connect with Americans at this critical moment of urgency, which you describe?
Well, it's what I just talked about. I mean, I think Americans want the Democratic Party to stand up and fight and to take risks. Listen, I understand that had we gone into a shutdown, even for a handful of days, it would have been difficult. But it would have sent a message that the Democratic Party is not going to be bullied by Donald Trump. We are not going to let them write spending bills unilaterally that cut programs for people we care about, that give the president new and extraordinary power. I think Democrats in this country, but I think the broad middle of the public as well, want to see our party fighting in exceptional ways. That is the conversation that has to happen inside of the Democratic Party, inside our caucus. And if we don't get that right, if we continue to work with Republicans, if we continue to hand Donald Trump more power, we are going to lose our democracy.
All right, bet. Tito. Yeah, I'll let you start the round robin on this one. I put that montage together. One with my boy, the boy from CNN going through the numbers, and I like to use him a lot because he's actually with CNN, but he's their data guy, and he runs the numbers. He crunches the numbers right, even when it goes against their Democratic narrative. So. What say you? We've been saying that the tide was turning, and a tremendous amount of it had to do with the content being made in the space, and the manosphere proper, Black manosphere in particular, etc. What say you?
It's only one language that they understand, and that's it. But It's only one language they understand, and I know y'all just heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's wild that poll that they showed on CNN. This all to validate everything I was saying about coming political violence. You got. Did you see that? Over what is that? 77% say you not fighting Trump hard enough. So you telling me that you think it's okay to have a political climate in a country, a large country with different races and religions and all of this shit living here, and that just because a certain politician is in office, no compromise, no working with it, no, see, can we get through these years and go back to the drawing board, just stop everything. It's childish, it's petulant, and I'm telling you that it's gonna run us right to civil war. We are standing on the precipice of civil war, and basically when I look at that poll, those are Americans that want civil war. They want it. They want it. They let CNN know they want that shit. They want it. They want it.
Well, then I want to piggyback on that though. As we did these breakdown of demographics leading up to the general election in November with Trump, and we followed up. So when they say Democrats and Democratic Party and these people that they're polling, we got to keep in mind the Democratic Party is primarily over 50% liberal white women. Liberal white women. It's not men. The men are these betas, and it's some old niggas, and let's just call it like it's a liberal white women party and homosexuals with black women as the face of the party. So to piggyback on what you're saying is that's actually who's instigating all this stuff. And when they're taking these polls and they're saying that the Democrats aren't fighting hard, these are the people that they're polling that are Democrats. The tremendous we just saw in this last general election, the majority of the country is red.
Yeah, but the fact that it is driven by trans people, and women is what's gonna make it even worse and more bloody, because these people won't know when to give up like General Lee did.
Oh no, no, I agree with you completely. And it's funding by these globalists because they have vested interests in the US being in this like subservient position, especially since we're funding 90% of the fucking world. Yeah. Like that's the biggest thing. Like we're half of the stuff that's going on in Europe, the wars and everything, we're funding everything. And that's why our taxes are so high, inflation, and our infrastructure's falling apart. All the money's going to the rest of the world. Yep. So what's your take on the I got an inkling of what your take is, but on the overwhelming low approval rating of Democrats post Trump's election and his first, 45 to 60 days in office?
You know what, man? I think that. Are you able to clearly hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I think that people knew there was agenda going on. Your average working man, they just wanted to make money, live their life, be with their family, and do their own thing, regardless of color, creed, race, and all that other stuff. And I think it's almost like the world was waiting on permission for black men to wake up. Because anything we touch, we got that swag, we got that fire, we got that extra twist. We make the gumbo good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, people try to use pop culture, to sway and coddle, people into, the sort of democratic bag. And when you tell the truth, people started seeing the Democrats what they were. People calling you N-words, coons, sellouts, and stuff like that. All this language is stuff that is, antithetical to the Democratic Party because they always complain about racism, but they're the first one to call you all kind of racist stuff when you don't agree with them. You know what I mean? So them race baiting and using pop culture and playing all these damn games and stuff like that, guilting people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew somebody around the way, whether it was a family member, friend, somebody who was on that radical leftist shit, to try to kick that bullshit to you, try to convert you. But your own morals, your own ethics, your own nuts told you, like, you know what, this ain't the right thing to do. And at the end of the day, the country chose, and they chose wisely as far as their heart. Like, look, we ain't going for it. And I land my plane there.
Well played. I think that's spot on. And I mean, Tita's been spot on about the majority of this. The extent to, I will say this. I think it had to be 3. I think you made that comment when we covered the PBS special right after the election. So, with regard to that comment, let me see. Irvin Reese says, "Facts, Machismo. I think we underestimate how much control everything really is." Yeah, exactly. But to Tito's point, no, and I think it's been like a month, 60 days, more 60 days at the most, that we're seeing this outbreak, because this Tesla shit is crazy. Like, and it's funded. Like, this is funded domestic terrorism. This is them actively going at a corporation, and it's to the point also where they're terrorizing citizens in the population because they're terrorizing people who actually own Teslas. And who was it? I think I was watching Gutfeld, and and I think Tyrus made the point that where he was saying that part of this agenda right now that they have of like actually terrorizing Tesla owners is that's going to backfire on them too, because the majority of Tesla owners are actually Democrats. And he was saying like that they're inadvertently going to turn these Democrats into Republicans, because they're going to be like, yeah, these Democrats are batshit crazy. It's going to be like a come to Jesus moment for a lot of Tesla owners who are primarily liberal. Hold on, let me load up this next segment. All right, guys, we are at let's do Crockett. We are at the 1 hour, 18-minute mark. It's 1:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's make this the last segment. We can get closing statements and I can get you guys up out of here. So we've been meaning to dig into Jasmine Crockett, no pun intended, Mr. O, because she's the new poster girl there.
Listen, if you are competent,
she's the new poster girl they're putting up. Crockett is like a good case study because we're seeing, okay, Kamala backfired, so Democrats are running the same play. All right, well, Kamala didn't work. Let's see if we could prop up another black female, because they have no black men to prop up because they're all effeminate. So, and the Democratic Party is primarily like the white liberal women's party, financed by global elites, and the Rainbow Party. You know what I'm saying? But their mascot is the Keisha. And so this is their new one that they're trying to make. And by the way, she's a carpetbagger. She's St. Louis. She comes from money. Even the private school she went to, this is prior to university, it was like $30,000 to $40,000 a year. And she was handpicked by Maxine Waters to go to Texas in that particular district to run. They backed her run. She's a carpetbagger and she's a Delta. She's in her 40s, not married, no children. A lot of it's right from the blueprint from our lexicon. So I put this little montage together for and then we can get into it because we've got a black male who is a veteran and an attorney running against her. He may or may not win in the primary, but one way or another, we gotta give her the Stacey Abrams treatment.
You are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so
Let me say this though. She went to private school, and I'm speaking from experience and not just anecdotal. The Keishas that be screaming the loudest again about white boys and racism and all of that, they be the ghetto gaggers.
so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing
Mind you, she went to the white institution.
us in, and now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror. Because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who Summer ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans. Listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
Okay. All right, that's her persona in Congress and on the news shows and everything. This is, and I'm juxtaposing this with her social media. This is her TikTok account. Yeah, with the filter on. You peeped that, right? You peeped that, right?
Yeah.
You peeped that, right?
Yeah.
That's why I played that clip with her wailing against the white women and the white, but she got a filter on, making us, like I said, she went to these upper class, bro, that's what I'm telling you. But this is her social media, her TikTok, and I wanted her persona on TikTok.
So I am so tired. It is.
Don't she sound completely different? So she's cosplaying a Keisha.
Yeah. The excuse that the Keishas gave on Twitter is that, oh, she's code switching. Bullshit.
No,
that's how she really talk right there.
That's how she really, and that's why I'm telling you. Like, I'm speaking from experience. I went to school with these trust fund kids and all this. But what I'm saying, these Keishas,
South County, St. Louis. That's how she really talk.
Yeah.
I don't when I was living up there, I met bras from there. That's how they talk.
And the ones who be screaming all the racism shit and all the how they hate white men and all that shit, they be the ghetto gaggers.
When they can't get them,
getting trains ran on them by the white boys, bro. I'm telling you, I can spot it a mile away.
Hey, look, they hate them after they can't get them, or they hate them when they think they finna be going to the damn farmer's market with Kyle in their J. Crew denim day dress, and then all of a sudden they end up with all four of Kyle's friends while he playing Call of Duty getting slutted out on the couch.
Exactly.
And then Kyle don't want to call him back. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You know, the ghetto gag of the pro-black pipeline needs to be studied.
It definitely needs to be studied. That's what I'm saying. I don't fuck with no pro-black chick. She's an ex-ghetto gagger. Almost all of them, bro. Especially the ones with the septum rings and all that shit. Going extra hard for it, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm speaking from experience as well.
She's lying about HBCUs too. First of all,
because Trump funded them into perpetuity. His first,
not just that part. First of all, before you even had a bunch of HBCUs, George Washington Carver was attending Iowa State. That's the first thing. Second thing is the HBCUs were invented for the express purpose of turning the nigga community what it is into what it is today. That's why they made HBCUs. At the Mohawk Conference of 1898, they said that we should establish a network of black universities to provide advanced academic training to Negro women and remedial vocational training to Negro men. That's what the HBCUs was made for indoctrination. She don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Of course not, because she don't even come from that. Like I said, she come from money for real. But like I said, I'm juxtaposed. I did this on purpose. Because we know that ratchet persona in Congress and all that. And like I said, she was handpicked by Maxine Waters to go down to Texas for all that. And if you watch all her early interviews, she wasn't like that's what I'm saying. Like, this is handcrafted by the Democratic Party. When they
doing that to stay engaged with their base. That's what that is.
Right. When they put a Keisha in front, and like that's what they really think about the Keisha in and of itself. It's like they cosplay this extra ratchet thing. But this is her social media. This is her TikToks, and I have a bunch of these joints. So I wanna play these juxtaposed, and you'll watch.
It's been a good day with the caucus. Very.
That's how she really fucking talk. We with the caucus.
Very busy day for me, but there is a lot of different schools of thought as to how to deal with trolls, and so my answer is to always.
And this is her responding to like everybody playing internet detective, finding out that she went to these uppity private schools even before university, and that she come from a wealthy family and all that. And so this is her trying to do some pushback.
At least confront the most egregious trolling. Obviously, I get trolls all the time, and I just don't have time. Like, clearly, people need lives. But I do think that when people start to commit legal violations, things like that, when you start like really doing things that make me have to call my attorneys and be like, yo, shut them down, or take them to court, then it's time for me to go ahead and just like say something, because I think that for the longest time, Democrats have decided, oh, nobody will believe that. And then next thing you know, like people going off and saying like the most ridiculous things. Like I remember when I first ran for Congress, I had an opponent that was telling everybody that Trump was like backing me. And it was such a lie. And I was like, nobody's ever going to believe that.
Yo, you hear how she talk? That's how she really talk, bro.
And yeah, I actually ran into a fraternity brother, and he was like, yeah, so, you know, Trump is the one. I'm like, seriously, is this what we doing? So I say all that to say that only losers feel like they have to lie. That's just the bottom line. Like, losers lie. And that's pretty much what MAGA is about. Like, it's just a lot of losers. So, this is just notification for anybody that's out there and wants to lie on me. Thank God for my legal training and my multiple law licenses and my amazing legal team, because I don't play. Like, go play with your mama, don't play with me is always my message. So the latest lie has to do with campaign finance stuff. So what I'm gonna say is this: people just need to find a life, right? Like, so, you know, last time I came up and they were mad about my education because that was the big dirt, and I guess they felt away because like I called them out on how stupid they look for trying to pretend as if it's some kind of dirt about my education. So now they've made up a lie, but they took it really far. They not only made up the lie, but they decided to go and harass somebody. If you're going to be a candidate for office, we have rules. So my lawyers will be making sure that the uninformed becomes informed about the rules. And if they continue to decide that they're going to try to play and skirt the rules, then we'll let the FEC handle it. As well as maybe, say, one of the bars, if this person has a law license, because it's unethical. So we have things that govern us as duly licensed attorneys. And so, yeah, there's extra rules on you. So for anyone that has any questions about any donations, go to fec.gov. fec.gov is where we report everything. That is where we're required to report everything. And that is where accurate information is listed. Making some random MAGA sites with like lying numbers is not, that's not what it is. fec.gov is where we file our reports. And it applies to me one that says that if I look like I want to violate a rule, then the hammer will come down on me, while everyone else would be given passes and all kinds of excuses and that kind of stuff. So one thing I don't do is play about my ethics. I don't. And I don't really allow others to do so either.
Her voice is fucking annoying. This is the new one. This is the new Keisha that they're catapulting to the forefront since Kamala was too old and she basically was a national disaster. Not me and Saul have been talking about us. We need to see if we can get the Stacey Abrams effect going on with this one. What say you, Saul?
Hey, so I'll say this much. For one, them damn Starbucks fake ass expressions, I couldn't contain myself, man. Like, yes, indeed, it was hard to get through that. But yeah, this would be a good trial and a good show of force to demonstrate our effectiveness. I mean, we did what we did with Stacey Abrams twice. Obviously, with Kamala, we got her out the paint twice. So we actually want to start flexing and actually start mobilizing for midterms, straight up, like right now, get it ahead of the curve. Because right now, as we know it, they're already planting their people. They're already trying to situate people to, try to push out their little bullshit propaganda in our spaces. But guess what? We here for them, and we made them come to us. And they don't understand how the Thunderdome works. And we ready for it. We're gonna eat that credibility up and send they bitch ass running home with they tail behind their ass, So her right here, this old chameleon, weird ass bitch or whatever the case may be, it's almost like some sort of. I mean, as you all know that I'm a clinician in training. I mean, this truly look like some different presentations of a person. Like, who are you? Who are you? Some chick that went to some country day school that's affiliated with Washington University? Are you, some ghetto chick? Or, who are you? What are we getting here? You know what I mean? And I think the more we expose that is going to be our leverage, and that's how we're going to go on ahead and take her out politically. I'll land my plane there.
Spot on. Spot on.
My nigga.
Tito, what you got for me on this? I played this montage. I made this montage long on purpose because we see all the clips of her, the salacious clips of her all online, flipping out and everything. But I wanted to piece because I've been monitoring social media because I know the Democrats they're trying to make a solid foray and get their foot in social media because they finally realized that mainstream media ain't getting it done. And I'm seeing them prop these people up here and there. And I was curious to see what her social media strategy was going to be because there's money behind her TikTok account as opposed to how she shows up on mainstream media. And then I just really do they just think, I guess they do think the public is dumb because yeah, I let this play in its entirety because this is who she really is. What say you, Tito?
Not only that, Black women should really feel insulted by this, that they can drag out this bougie ass Del Mar Loop dick sucking ass South County St. Louis bitch and pose her like she is really from the hood or some shit, man, and doing all these TikTok dances and shit. The if people are going for this, then the measure of gullibility among a certain part of this country's populace is even worse than I thought. Because usually motherfuckers from the hood can see right through shit like this. But like you said, yeah, this is what they think of them. This is what they think of them. And yeah, this is a way to enjoy to activate their base. You know what I'm saying? And it is really a sad show. And it's a national embarrassment. I will be really embarrassed right now to be in an airport in another country and for her face to come across the screen, and then for some foreign person that knows English to come up and question me about her. I would be really, really fucking embarrassed. Really. To have to explain this whole dynamic and why she's a thing and all of that shit before my flight comes.
No, I agree. And I went to school. I went to university with girls like this, black girls like this. There was a girl named Felissa. She's a Felissa. You know what I'm saying? She was walking around in pencil skirts with fucking sweaters tied around her neck. I'm telling you, bro. I know these bros. I know.
Yup. I had one named Nisa. Yup.
Mm-hmm. With the fucking with like socks with Argyle, bro. I'm telling you, I know. When I saw her TikToks and she was talking, I was like, she sounds just like Felissa. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew tons of girls like this black girls like this at university. Like come from money, Chesapeake Bay and shit like that. And but I mean, to your point, I played this because you be seeing, bro. Like when I was initially seeing her all in Congress and everything, I was like, what rancher? I really thought she was from Texas and everything. So until I figured out that she was a carpetbagger, and then I guess they talked her into getting more active on social media because they're trying to build up her social media presence. And then when I really seen this, and then I put that together with the college, I said, oh, that whole act in Congress, she's really cosplaying, and it's really insulting because what it really says is like what they actually think about Keisha's. Like they think that's black. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on top of the fact that her handlers could actually talk her into actually doing that in the fucking first place.
Yeah.
But you know what? She is worth $9 million now, so I guess the payoff was good.
Yeah, I mean, with all of the insider trading and offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, I guess so.
Facts. All right, solid guys. It is 1:38. It's about 2:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna make that our last round. Let's just get some closing statements, and I'll get you guys up out of here early. We started a bit late. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Guys, take your time with the closing statements. Saul, what you got, man?
As I said before, March to midterms. As I opened the statement up earlier on, be sure to make sure that if it's anybody out there that you love, particularly male in your family or extended family, make sure whatever grudges you have, let it go, and enjoy your time on this earth with them and make peace with them. You know what I mean? Everybody's man enough to pursue reconciliation, love, bond, and brotherhood, man. That's what I got to say about that, man.
Well played, sir. Titty, you got a closing statement for the chat, the replay gang?
Yeah, if you don't have any weapons, get some and make sure you're in shape.
All right, bet. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out, man. was a great show. I'm glad you guys show up every Sunday. We can't do without you. I want to thank my panel for showing up like you guys always do, helping us do good round robins, make good content for everybody. I want to thank all the channel members. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon. And shout out to Gail for reminding me to tell you guys to, the playlist that I'll be posting on the community tab. Yeah, if you guys could play that and help get our long form content into the algorithm, that would be great. And it would actually help the channel tremendously as we make our way to 30,000 subscribers. It's 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to get you guys up out of here. Like we always do about now. I want to say good night and good luck. See you next Sunday.
Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition of chemistry. Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I said it before and I'll
salute the black man. I salute. 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 Oh baby.
Yeah. Grown up shit. Kids not allowed in the living room type shit. Fendi socks match the robe. The flyest nigga on the whole globe. My front gate got a whole code. Talking business on the phone with some Muslims out in Yemen in the gold dome. Fashion week in Athens, Greece, eating spinach with some old hoes. You old niggas broke and it shows. You gotta sell tickets to get paid for your shows. I get paid either way it goes. I get paid even if nobody goes. Bitches see me and say life goes. Your lady want me, that's how life goes. I might let her give me head, it depends on how the night goes. Got a stable full of white toes. Green beam on the top, I nickname that bitch the light pole. Tennis bracelet hanging off a nigga wrist and it's white gold. Everything I do is ice cold. Bitch, I'm stamped like a brick. The hood show me love every chance that they get. I'm the man. I ain't in the romance, I admit. But I still hold hands with my chick. Ice Lord, fly shit. Big 4/5 on my hip, like a sidekick. My life is like a crime flick. Wine cellar in the crib, worth the moose, nigga Don shit. I came a long way from my mom's shit. I made it cause I grinded. My last vinyl cost 100 cause I signed it. Niggas need to be reminded. Seen the top 5 list and I climbed it. Turn this up and rewind it. Come on. Niggas talk tough when you FaceTiming until shit turn violent. Real talk.
Sorry. Hey, where's Stewie? That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it, and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Sorry. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up.
I told you. Steppenwolf would fail.
Doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. Doesn't matter who we are.
I came here to rescue you from him.
Well, we all appreciate your concern, Colonel. And we'll try to be extra careful.
I'm just amazed that he allowed any of your posse to live.
Is that right?
Strictly speaking, he slipped up. You're lucky to be breathing.
That's just great. Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land, to eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. Kill. Period. Win by attrition.
This is not real.